This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi. This is the month and the time of year we've been waiting for. In Louisiana, we bless all year long with fishing and sports and with everything you can imagine. But right now, we're in my favorite time of the year. There's football, fishing, hunting, festivals, holidays. This is one of my favorite times of the year. So stay tuned. I hate to tell you this, but it's all good news coming up to you in a few minutes. On Paradise, Louisiana, we're coming to you from the Pelican Studios. Stay tuned.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
Casting it as far as I can, just fan casting simply around this grass bed. And we're fishing in the lake, bombing it out there. I'm using our 7-foot matrix rod right here. Got a real light silky string, and you can throw this a country mile. This stuff's good for crappie fishing. It's good for trout fishing. It's a little light if you're catching a lot of reds. I wouldn't mess with it with the reds, but it's good for what we're doing here. This is a nice fish right here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. In the boat, pups. Nice, beautiful trout right there. Another good one. Good one, baby. Oh, it's a red, another red dog. Little rat red. Good to see these guys around. Good to see these dudes around here. Let's hopefully we get another good crop of these reds for when that winter comes around. We did really good with the reds last winter on them smaller, real good eating size reds. Hopefully that plays out again for us. I like to see a lot of them 17, 18, 19-inch reds. They get ganged up in the wintertime. They get real easy to catch, and it's a lot of fun. But this is supposed to be getting close to winter, but it certainly is not, as it is one of the hottest fall days I could ever recall. So we're sticking with that more of an autumn pattern, popping corks over a grass flat. Walter's throwing a jerk bait, suspended bait, over the grass flat. We're catching some really nice trout mixed in here, getting a few throwback trout, a little bit of everything. Definitely have some life on here. Usually this time of year the fish start going a little bit deeper, targeting structures, holes, stuff like that, the bridges, but they still think it's autumn time with these hot temperatures. I mean, water temperatures still in like the 70s, which is super high for right now. I'm wearing a cut-off shirt. It's so hot. So these fish are still wanting to be in this grass rather than starting their wintertime transition. But nevertheless, it's super fun. Can't complain. Always fun popping a cork. And I just bombed that cork out there. Got that matrix rod. Got the silky string line, which is very, very light, skinny line. You can crappie fish with this, trout fish with it. If you're catching a lot of slot reds, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a little light for that. I like it to be able to, I put it on all my cork poles, that way I can really air mail that cork out there and catch some fish like this right here. Oh, got a little throwback right before this. Oh, Simba, I gotta let this one go, man. You can't chomp on him. Right before this little rascal, just to show you the difference in the size of these fish, I caught one about 18 inches. So we're bouncing, but they're either these little 10 to 12 inches or they're 16 to 18 inches. It's a unique gap and difference, unique gap and a difference of size of what we're seeing out here. See if we can get another keeper. Jumping out the water like a tarpon, boy. Jumping out the water like a tarpon.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And I'm going to start off with some of the most popular news that we got right now. We got a report from the Southwest Junior Bass Masters. They went back to Manchac. You know, that they voted to go to Manchac. Had a cool north wind blowing, and they said they got some pretty good weights to think about it, where they at. So I'm going to read them to you. Y'all be patient with me. My eyes are good. My ears are not too good, but I'm going to start off right now with the 15 to 18-year-old age group. The first place, Oh, now my eyes gonna water. Destin Morales from French Settlement. He had 5.93. He had 5 bass. Second was Brandon Sheridan from Ponchatoula. Third place was Blake LeRae from Bruley, and big bass was Brandon Sheridan. In 11 to 14-year-old group, first place was Cole Watkins from Hammond. Second place was Anthony Tapia. Third place was, hold on, let's see it there. Steele Moran from Walker, and big bass was Cole Watkins. In 7 to 10-year age group, first place was Case Noble. Second place was Beck LeBlanc. Third place was Luke Delaney. And big bass was Case Noble. First place in the other division was Ricky LeRae from Bruley. Second place was Trey Hebert from French Settlement. Third place was Ben Noble from Livingston. And big bass was Ricky LeRae. Most of they were caught on a bunch of lures. They were telling me that they're looking forward to the December tournament. I was trying to see where he said he was going. And then they got the banquet at the end of the year. Thank y'all for sending those reports. The pictures you'll see right here on your board. So now, that's the tournament rodeo report. And I'm saving the fish report. The next thing I got some good deer pictures. They're coming. Let me pull it up. And let me pull up them deer pictures because we haven't getting many of them. Let me look at where I'm going right now. This is from my correspondence, the boy that takes care of my social media. First off, the one, he sent me one, his sister, where he was hunting in, I think it's Kansas, in North. He was over there. But this is some beautiful, beautiful deer they killed. Hold on a second. His sister's name is Amy. She's an outdoorsman all the way. Couple ways up on the water. She does that. They got camp at Grand Isle. She is just super. And this is a big buck she killed. Now, also, Brendan, he killed one too. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me pull this up. I thought I had them all here. Yeah. This is Brendan with his deer. He wrote a story on it, and it's coming on so long. He said the buck came in at 35 yards, followed by some more deer. On my boots, he said I had cooter juice. I made a mock scrap 2 days before. He said I was using a Rookham juice, and this produced the best I ever used. He said here in Grant Parish, Louisiana. So that's Brendan. Then he also sent me a fishing report. I'll go back to it later. So now, ducks. I got them all lined up right now. Number one is I called a lot of places. I got a good report. I didn't get the pictures. I don't know if I get them in time. But Ryan Lambert, the duck report from down in Venice wasn't good. The water was high. The tides were up. I didn't get any reports from there, and the people that I talked to said they were disappointed in Venice. Now, but up in Buick, Ryan Lambert, all his guys in them did great. They killed gray ducks. They killed teal. They killed redheads. It's a bunch of ducks have been killed over there with him. And plus, his fishermen are going out. They're doing blasts and casts. So if you want to get in touch with him, you call them down there, and they still booking hunts now. Another duck place I got was my brother and them. This is in Palmetto, okay? All week I heard from Brian Briggs, and he said everything is flooded. Said they had, in 2 days, they had 12 inches of rain. A lot of times this time of year they're worried about the rain. But he was worried about having water in their blinds. But as it happens, opening day, they got there. He said he thought he got to hunt on the levee, didn't make it to the blinds. But where they hunted, they limited out. Brian Briggs and them and Palmetto, and they got fish. They got ducks they killed right there in Port Barry, and that's all them groups around there. Now I didn't get nothing from up 71 except way up. The Bullers is my grandson's in-laws. Another one in Whitesville, Limits. I didn't talk to them today, but going back. But yesterday, opening day, everybody had limits. Most of them are teal, okay? And they killed a few gray ducks. But that's the reports I'm getting. I got a few pictures. I even got a few pictures. Blake hunted with my brother and them. I got them pictures of them. They had near limits. Even the boys I talked to, I didn't get any pictures. They got a wood blind, okay? And they had to go, their water was up, but they all killed ducks. They were about 3 shy of a limit. They killed wood ducks. They killed teal. They killed some merganders, and both of those blinds they killed. Another picture I got, they got Duke Landry, my nephew Derek Rasponi, and my grandson. They sent me those pictures. My grandson also took a picture with him, and he took over there. And I got my great-granddaughter, Emery. She's sitting on that four-wheeler, so it's one of my precious pictures. So you see these pictures with ducks. Now, I don't want to miss anybody in the duck. Oh, Brendan, all the people that were at Catahoula, they flooded. The lake is way up above flood stage, and there's some people killed a few ducks, and it was mixed, but it was written. Normally, they at pool stage, the water was about 2 foot around their blinds. It was 8 foot deep at their blinds. They made a few ducks, but it was the worst opening season, Brendan said, that they ever had in that part. Now, before I go to anything else, let me see if I'm missing anything. The ducks, Blake, that's it. Brian Briggs, the Bullers, that's it. That's it. So when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit about fishing, and we're talking about an unbelievable fishing report. I got one that Blaine just sent me. I got to read it off the phone. So we're going to be back. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. It's our news station right now. This time of year, I'm not even going to be able to use the footage. Chad is just hammering those fish in Slidell, down in the Biloxi Marsh, Venice, Grand Isle, Fouchon, everywhere you're talking about. The places you go, this is the best time of year. It's hot. Even those places that got high water, we got a rise coming from the Mississippi, okay? It's going to slow things down, but wait till you see what they're catching in the old river with the water rising. We'll be back with the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Binny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Binny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And here we go again. I'm going to read you Blaine's report. Now, Blaine had family matters come up. Thank God that he did a great job of doing it. He sent me these pictures. Kyle Milton, okay, he's showing off these monster saccalette. They come from Old River. Now, the river's got a slow rise right now, and it's supposed to rise all the way to November the 20th. Now, he's saying also it'll be the start of hunting season, so there's a lot of people in the woods And but historically, this is a great time to sac-a-lait fish. So he'd fish 8 foot of water. They're using a 1 32-ounce jig. They were using a pink head with a blue and white or blue and pink, blue and chartreuse colors on the jig. He said they was fishing any of the older piers. Now, to get around the older piers at Old River, they fish for 14 foot of water. Now, he's telling you this, and this was just this week, and yesterday, Saturday, that they're catching these fish. But that slow rise might stop. But it was rising today, and it was still catching. Now, after the 20s, you're going to have a steady fall after that. Cool weather, perfect conditions. The spillway has cooled off. It was catching a lot of fish because they had a slight rise. Now, no catches due to the rise in water. Some of that rain they got, the water was muddy, so we didn't get as many reports. We're still getting reports from Lake Verret and in the marsh now. They're catching sac-a-lait, they're catching a few bass. You'll see pretty soon when all these bass reports start coming in, and the people start fishing these tournaments around Thanksgiving, and the kids are going to be off at Thanksgiving. Now, that rise might stop and then start falling during the holidays. This time to get in the water. Or if you hunting, you hunt squirrels in the morning, rabbits, whatever, Maybe you take a little nap, get in the afternoon, you go catch you some few fish. Especially if you got stock ponds. If you hunting up in Mississippi or North Louisiana, or East and West Feliciana, and they got them stock ponds, it's a great time. You get through, you come out of the woods, you go there and take a little break and eat. Go grab your fishing rod and a pole and go there and catch you a few fish. And remember, throw the one back full of eggs, the big ones, throw them back. Unless it's a trophy, throw them back. Now, spillway, he said, it cooled off. He said also, and it had high tides. That's another reason to make it back. The other waters, the Tickfall saw southern rises. That was mostly because of the rain and a slow bite. So Old River still the best. But remember, I was talking, up around Thanksgiving, that river going to start falling again. It's going to level off. That's the places to go, sac-a-lait. Now, Brendan, I done forgot the name of his guide service. They still guiding. He also can get you a guide at Toledo Bend. I didn't get a report from Toledo Bend, but you can go to Lake Country and get all the reports you want. But Brendan was telling me they're going to start booking the spider rig fishing trips. Okay, so again, and you can call him at Brick. I think it's L.A. Slabs Unlimited or whatever. So that's what I think you need to do. You can get in touch with Brendan. Now, see, where the other side effect, he said, that's it. Let me see what else Brendan was telling me. Oh, yeah. The water's high all over. And that river, I don't think it's going to get that high to really cause any flooding. But with that rain, like I told you, my friend Brian Briggs and them were saying, they had 12 inches of rain over there in Palmetto, Port Barry, all those there. And definitely it made a difference now. But that's some of the best reports. I didn't get a report from the Southwest. I called my friends down in Delacroix and them. I know they've been hunting. By the way, my partner I hunt with in Delacroix, he used to run it, Mr. Hoover. He's over there. He's in South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever. His daughter, he got a new grandbaby. Congratulations to you, Mr. Hoover. He did them high school trips for years. And so now he's raising his own. He's going to have her fishing, have a grandbaby. Congratulations. And let's see if I'm forgetting anything. All right, now it's time to talk saltwater. When I tell you Slidell, when I'm telling you Captain Mike Brantley, he's sending me pictures. He's on Facebook every day. All them guys are down there. on Facebook. They are just hammering the fish, every kind you can imagine. Here's a picture with him at the Point Marina. It's I don't even want to name all of it. This is one of his guys, speckled trout. I'm talking about mule speckled trout. They catching anything you want to eat. I'm talking about they catching sheephead, they catching drum, puppy drum, they catching redfish, they catching them all. A lot of people still catching bass over there. So, Mike, I'm going to thank you. I got so many reports, I don't want to leave nothing out. Let's see. That's it. And saltwater, Venice, them captains, all them captains in Fouchon and Grand Isle, they all catching fish. This is the time of the year. We've been still having a few storms that are coming, tropical storms. We've been missing them all. Let's see if we got any other news. Oh, big news. CCA having their big raffle. That big Ford truck is still going on. So you get in touch with CCA, buy your ticket. They're giving away a beautiful truck. CCA, go to their website. Their whole thing's, a lot of things going on. I don't know. I don't know if anything else I can do. All I'm going to tell you are two other congratulations. The Saints won again today. My Jaguars are going to the conference championship game against Jackson State, it looks like. In 2 weeks, we got the Bayou Classic. No matter who wins in there, the Jags, they're the West champions, and they're going. Congratulate to them. Congratulate to the Saints. I'm not going to give up on the Tigers. I know a lot of y'all are, but I'm not. Stay tuned. Come back next week, and I hope to have some more video for you. And by the way, I didn't get to make that trip with the Wildlife and Fisheries and Mr. Bourdon over there in Lake Pontchartrain. The reason we didn't, you saw the weather. The weather came in, the bad weather, bad wind, the water was muddy, and they're going to wait till it gets settled down there. And I might even have some very surprise news coming from the Wildlife and Fisheries. So until then, God bless Louisiana. Please come back next week. Forgive me if everything was rushed today, but we are a news program. Thank y'all again. Thank you for Alan. Thank you for Marty. See y'all next week.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.